Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card readings for you, my gorgeous Leos, and it's for May 2018. So it's for you Leos for May 2018. What an interesting month this is going to be, and you know why? It's going to be interesting because it's going to be different. It's going to be different because you're going to be under a test. You're going to be tested without even realizing. You're going to be tested without even knowing it. And this is going to be quite difficult. And some of you might find it a little bit hard. This is going to be directly connected to your relationships, directly connected to your emotions, directly connected to your emotional life. You are going to be under some kind of a test, and you may find this like a little bit difficult, and it's going to be very interesting the way you are going to react, because the way you are going to react is basically going to be the whole new beginning, the whole new stage. This is a very, very, very interesting situation for you, my gorgeous Leos, because you're gonna find yourself in a very unusual situation. You're gonna find yourself in a situation where you're gonna kind of question yourself, where you're gonna kind of question your own feelings. You're gonna kind of question your own emotions. You're gonna kind of question your relationship if you are in relationship, and if you're not in a relationship, you're gonna question if you're happy or if you're not happy. And all this confusion and all this emotion and all these feelings are going to come through the certain situation that I've mentioned. All these feelings and all this confusion are going to come through the situation in your life that is going to happen in the first part of May 2018. And that's why that I'm saying that this is going to be very, very interesting indeed, because it is going to make you to dig really deep down into your emotions, deep down into your subconscious mind. It's going to make you dig really deep and to kind of like shake the energy, shake all this energy a little bit and see what is going to come out of it. This is going to be very, very interesting indeed, and this is something that you need. This is something that you want. This is something that really is the next stage of your particular spiritual journey, because it is going to directly connect and touch your stagnant energy. And once this stagnant energy is connected, once you touch this stagnant energy, there are lots of nice things that are about to develop in your life. Lots of nice things are about to happen in your life. You see, it's like crossing from one dimension to another dimension, literally. Your time is coming, Leos. Your time is coming, and your time in May is going to be very much a really nice and healthy balance in between your emotions, in between your business, in between your finances, and in between you socializing with your friends and with your family. When it comes to the actual number, this month, you have got a number 6. You have got a number 6. Number 6, it's an amazing number, of course. Number 6 is the number that is a very powerful number, because there are two numbers in number 6. Of course, you've got number 6 and then you turn it upside down, and then you've got like a number 9. So there's already this double energy that is very productive. And what number 6 is all about is about a good news. It's about you getting a good news, but also you realizing that you are on the really right track and really right journey in your life. It is going to be the realization that is going to make you think about a certain stage about your future, and it's going to help you and make you to manifest certain bits and pieces about your immediate future. Number 6 is all about good news and gain and advancement, most certainly advancement, and most certain number 6 is also about you getting the actual answer to your big problem, about a huge, massive problem, which is like a direction in life. When it comes to like you being uncertain about certain direction in life, you also waiting for the changes when it comes to your emotions, but also waiting for the changes when it comes to your work and when it comes to your finances. These changes are about to start happening for you Leos in May. It's like the whole month is going to be like just entering the whole new dimension. You will see exactly what I mean. And this is what little tree. And this is what number 6 is all about. It's just about basically preparing you for an advancement and preparing you for your own personal gain, which is going to be starting all with the good news and good information that you are going to receive. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. When it comes to your health, Leos, I'm keep on saying this, I'm keep on seeing your bones, your joints. This is slightly like a sensitive area. It's like your bones, your skeleton in general. Try to take care of your bones, like try to make sure that you sit in the right way, try to make sure that you don't pick up too heavy things, and try to kind of like, if you're working out, try to just take it easy as much as you can. When you sleep, try to sleep in the right position, and you know, when you're sitting down, also try to, you know, sit in the right position. This is all kind of to help out when you have like a sensitive bones, when your sensitive bones are really enhanced throughout the actual May. And I know it's like a basically I have been keep on seeing this, so I think it's just something that you Leos suffer or are sensitive, you see, when it comes to actually your actual health. On another thing that I was going to, do you know what's quite good? Flaxseed oil or a linseed oil. It's absolutely brilliant, especially when it comes to your joints and things like that. Flaxseed oil or a linseed oil is exactly the same thing, but it's just American and English way of saying flaxseed or linseed. It's this amazing herb that contains this omega fatty acid, essential fatty acid. So it's like a cod liver oil, but this is just like a plant version, and it's absolutely brilliant because it's fantastic for the bones, for the skin, and it has got this ability to keep your joints moist, you see. So that's why I highly recommend something like this. And on another hand, what else I was going to say, that your skin is going to be quite sensitive. Skin in your face in particular is going to be really sensitive. Just make sure to use like a natural products. Please try to avoid like a soaps and things like that, because they dry up the skin quite a lot. So try to use like a natural products, and try to use like a natural creams for your face as well. And also what I was going to say, it's like what I said about flaxseed oil or linseed oil. This normally comes in a capsule form, but you can get this in the actual oil form, and that's also absolutely brilliant for your face because it's got omega-6, which is absolutely brilliant for your face as well. Absolutely fantastic. Not for the face only, but for the skin in general, and your hair as well. Okay, and now going to the first part of May. Now the 3rd of May, in May, it's going to be really interesting because there are a couple of things that are going to happen on this particular day. The day is going to start really weird because you're going to be like a little bit disappointed with a certain stage or a certain situation in your life, and this is how the day on the 3rd of May is actually going to start. And then it's going to make you realize, oh no, I need to work harder, or I need to kind of change things like quite a lot, and it's going to cause like a little confusion. And then that's absolutely fine. You're going to be like kind of thinking about it, you're going to be thinking about it, and then the things are about to change because there is a good news later on that you're going to receive, that you're going to get, that you're going to realize, and that good news is gonna be connected to your money, and it's gonna make you realize that you're on the right stage with what you've done so far. And if you were really worried, if you were really scared, if you were really uncertain, this is just going to make you kind of like focus, and it's gonna make you kind of reorganize things in a different way. However, it's gonna be the biggest day and the biggest sign and the most powerful day when it comes to you actually realizing that your results from the previous efforts are nearly due. Absolutely fantastic. And also there is a trip or journey that you're going to have here, trip or journey that you're going to try to plan here, and also a very good realization. There is going to be fantastic success after anxiety. The big problem is also going to kind of come to an end here, and you're going to realize this, and that big problem that is going to come to an end is just going to release you from the chains that were holding you down on the ground, so you can fly again and be happy like you were before, without being dragged along and feeling negative about the certain stages in your life and not being able to move on. This life is too short, really too short. We live many lives, you know, of course we do, but this particular life that we live right now is very, very short, and it goes like that. And this is why we have to be happy. You see, this is why this is so important. However, there is a journey or trip that you're gonna plan, or it's gonna be very very significant journey or trip at around this time, at around the 3rd of May 2018. Okay, the second part, the second date that I need you to be careful about is the 13th of May. The 13th of May is just going to kind of make you realize something about a certain person, and you're not gonna like it. You will not like the way the certain person that you know, the certain person that you care about, the certain person that you think about, the certain person that you think about a lot is just going to do something, and it's going to make you feel really bad. It's going to make you feel really negative. It's going to make you feel like, oh no, I can't believe they've done it. And then you're just going to realize, who is this person? Do I actually know this person? And something very interesting is going to come out of it. A very interesting life lesson is going to come out, okay? And also something is going to be connected to the materialistic thing. This person is like very materialistic, and it's just very greedy indeed. On another hand, what else I was going to say, that on the 13th of May there is also going to be a great idea that you're gonna get through someone. First, you're gonna get some kind of idea. Someone is gonna say something, somebody who is very interesting, some man, some person who is like a mature person, very powerful person, very dominant person. You're gonna get a certain idea through this person, and as more as you kind of think about that particular idea, about that particular realization, the more excited and the most optimistic about certain bits and pieces and certain parts of your future will be directly impacted with this, and you're going to become very passionate about those things about your future that just like about a couple of months back you will feel very uncertain, or you will feel really, really negative about it. The secret is actually lying in the secret is in this particular person that you're going to get this amazing energy from, that is going to become like an advice or idea that's going to be just absolutely brilliant. The 27th of May is the third important day. Now the 27th of May, it's actually going to be the day when you're going to be tested. Somebody's going to test you without you even knowing. This is going to be like, if you're working, this is going to be somebody like to do with like a working environment. Like if you work for the company, just be careful. Try to kind of keep certain things to yourself on the 27th of May. Try to not to talk too much about your personal things. Try to not to talk about your personal finances. I don't want to make you feel really paranoid. I'm not here to make you feel really paranoid or anything like that, but I just want to prepare you, and I just want to warn you. And now when I prepare you and when I warn you, and you know, at around the 27th of May, you know, just be kind of like be very careful. Don't talk about your personal things to other people. Just keep it to yourself, because somebody might try to trick you into something. Somebody might be a little bit dishonest about something, and that particular person hasn't got a really great life. That particular person is not really happy in their life, you see, and you will know, you will be aware of that person anyway. But just basically, you see, I highly recommend like a black obsidian. Look at this gorgeous name, black obsidian. This crystal has got such an amazing energy, you know, just holding it like this, it makes so much difference. And when we are surrounded by the people that are negative, when we are surrounded by the people that are like this, you see, sometimes, you know, we all have a different energy, but some people, it depends who these people are, it depends what their life journey is, it depends on their spiritual journey. If their energy is really powerful, if they're really old spirit that lived many lives, you know, their energy could be really powerful, and therefore that energy could actually affect us in many different ways. This energy could affect you in many different ways, and this is why you protect yourself by wearing a black obsidian. Fantastic to actually, when we are surrounded by the negative people, or where we are surrounded by the people that we are not aware that they're negative or they're thinking negative, and that's why you protect yourself against all sorts of negative energies by wearing black obsidian. It comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and you can buy this on my website, and the link is in the description below. Okay, so this is this is what I would definitely recommend. So now another thing that I want to say to you on the and people looking outside, my garden is over there, it's just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful day, sorry. So the sun is just re-energizing me as I'm talking, and it's brilliant. Okay, and another thing that I was going to say to you, my gorgeous Leos, is basically that on the 27th of May as well, there is going to be, at the end of the day, a need to learn something new, a need to start something new, a need to go towards the new direction, a need to open open the new door, a need to open a new page. This is going to be very important. 27th of May, you see, first of all, you're going to have this particular situation, and then later on, this is just by the end of the day, that there is going to be this amazing need for deep concentration, amazing need for some kind of application, and this is just going to have such a powerful reflection on you that you will just want to really just go for it, and also there's an important news that you are going to get, an important information that you're going to get as well. Realize it doesn't have to be necessarily like directly like this, but you may read something that night and it's just kind of, it's all going to kind of make sense to you. This is going to be very deep, this is going to be very spiritual, and this is going to be very meaningful for you. This is going to mean to you a lot, because you're going to kind of start realizing that you know, this life is for living, you know, this life is for living, and this life is for trying things, and this life is for doing things, you know, and this life is for trying and doing and trying and doing, and if we fail, it doesn't really matter, but it's better fail than never tried and never know whether you would have you know, made it or whether you wouldn't made it, and things like that. And this is why I think that this is so significant, because spiritually May is actually going to be the month when you're going to discover yourself, and it's just basically, you see, it's going to start right at the beginning of May. You're just literally going to feel like it is just going to be the month of confusion, but the good confusion, excitement, but the good, you know, good excitement, and the months where you will be very ridiculously confused, but in a good way, because it's going to make you to dig deep again, and it's going to make you question yourself. You'll be questioning yourself. But so why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? Why are you doing this if you're so unhappy? Why are you stuck there if you're so unhappy? Why don't you just move on? Why don't you just go and do another job? Why don't you just go and find someone else? You know, it is just going to be 100 questions that are going to be going through your mind, and it's just going to be like mind-blowing, really mind-blowing, but very interesting time indeed, because you will surprise yourself quite a lot. But then again, you're going to realize that there are quite a couple of choices that you have that you can actually do in order to make yourself, make your life so much better. But there is something that will need to go, there is something that will need to stop, there is something that will need to change. Okay, there are a couple of things that are going to be very significant indeed. When it comes to the actual work, and when it comes to those of you that are working, and this month is going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be really good, because it's like I'm keep on seeing the choice again, a new choice, a new offer when it comes to your work. So if you work for the company, something is going to be offered to you at the beginning of May 2018. If you like a step in the right direction, it is going to be like a learning experience connected to it. You know what I mean? If you are looking for a job, expect something to be offered to you in May, and what is going to be offered to you right around the beginning of May, it's going to be very significant, but it's going to make you indecisive a little bit, but also it's going to be connected to the new learning experience. Before, you would be a little bit paranoid. Now you're going to get the right advice from the right person, so by the time this happens, you're going to feel full of energy to actually go for it, and I can see it straight away. You will feel like you're ready for anything, and it's going to be brilliant, because it is not only about the work, but it's about your life in general, that those things that you were scared to do before, those big changes, it's all connected to big changes that you were scared to do before. Now you're not going to be scared anymore, because the change of energy, the change of energy is amazing. This is your step in the new direction. This is your step in the right direction. This is your step towards a whole new dimension. And it's going to feel like that literally, because you're going to feel now, instead of feeling really paranoid and scared, you're going to feel like very passionate and ready for anything, literally. And now you're going to see this as a challenge. Beautiful. I see lots of green color, green color, which means beautiful, new, powerful. It's going to start growing, and it's going to be growing forever. It's going to be very powerful, and it's going to have an amazing impact on your life and your family, on your immediate family. It's going to benefit from this. This is going to be amazing. So you're going to also, after that, you're going to feel like you need to step some kind of time away. Oh, there is a little hermit mode. Of course there is a little hermit mode. Hermit mode is really good, because we get connected to our subconscious mind, and then we find out little bits and pieces places about our future that are connected to our present that we wouldn't normally know, because it's just all about the intuitions, our spirit guides and things like that. And then after that hermit mode that you are going to have, which means you're going to need to like take some time out, day or two, or even like a few hours, it depends, there is a certain strength that is going to come through, and that certain strength is also going to make you realize that you need to make a really big step, that it's going to be very hard, very difficult, maybe a little bit heartbreaking, maybe a little bit hard, but there is something is going to come to an end, and you're going to realize this, and you're going to know if that doesn't come to an end, the things are not going to change. Okay, so this is all good because it's a step in the right direction. Okay. The second thing that I was going to mention, it's actually the second part of May. It's the big problem. It's going to come back. The big problem, and it's connected to your home, and it's connected to your where you live, and you will realize that you need to make a really big change. There is a burden that you have. There is something that you have been struggling with, and it's to do with your home. It's to do with your home security. It's to do with your security in general. So you're just going to realize that you're going to need to actually deal with this burden. You're going to need to deal with this problem. You're going to need to deal with this issue. You're going to need to deal with this matter, because otherwise you're not going to have your balance. And then you will do this, and then you will realize that you need to, again, like some kind of like a little escape. There is going to be and the need to change the scenery. You're going to feel like you need to like reward yourself, like some kind of retreat, some kind of a journey away, which is going to be absolutely brilliant, and this is still going to be directly connected to your personal balance. Okay, and you see, this is going to be brilliant. Changes at work, very big and positive change at work. When it comes to your work, it's going to be like you will be praised, something really positive, something really significant is going to happen, and then you're going to realize how good you are, and that automatically it's going to give you a certain strength and certain stamina. Very good for those of you who were waiting for some kind of appraisal, who are waiting for some kind of like a good news at work, who were waiting for like a new step in the right direction, you see, because it's pretty much so connected to the way you feel, to your own self-esteem, to your own personal power, which is going to lead towards you like having more stamina and more confidence, you know, and then you will, automatically, my bottom line is that a certain problem also, it's going to come to an end, so you're going to be able to like kind of just to look towards different things in life without just worrying like this. I highly suggest like a green aventuring. Green aventuring is absolutely brilliant, and especially when things are happening, and especially when things are changing when it comes to work, career, finances. Even if they're good things, like I've already mentioned, positive things, get a green aventuring. It's amazing because it's going to help you to have a clear head, have the right balance, and it's going to help you to attract wealth and to make the best possible decisions, especially when it comes to work, career and finances and things like that. And I think that to you, my beautiful Leos, quite a lot is going to be happening. Finally, your time is coming. Mwah. Okay, this green aventuring comes with like a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and you can buy this on my website. Of course, the link is in description. The third part of God, because I want to say so much. But the third part of May 2018, there is a family member that is going to need your help. One of the immediate family members, there is some kind of confusion going to be going in their life. They're going to be quite uncertain that their confusion is going to be caused with somebody else. Somebody is going to make them feel negative. Somebody is going to make them feel really down. Somebody is going to kind of not trick them into something, but it's directly connected to their emotions, the way they feel, the way this is going to make them feel, and they're going to need you. They will need your help because there is something very negative going to happen in their life, and emotionally they're going through something very, very difficult. Do you know what am I talking about? It's like your immediate family member. It's just someone is just going through something so difficult, and they will just need your help. And at the end of May, this is all going to become really obvious to you. You love this person. If you haven't got a family, you may not have a family, okay? If you haven't got a family at all, this is going to be somebody, a really good friend of yours, or somebody, a friend that you know for a really long time that is going to need your help, and they're really suffering a lot. So they will need a little bit of your input, and they will actually come through through and make themselves known. Also, basically they would just need a little bit of your help. And also, what else I was going to say, there's a tiny little conflict that I need to prepare you, and this is going to happen at the end of May 2018, and this conflict is going to be connected with somebody at your work. So if you're working, it's going to be somebody at work, so just kind of be careful, and again, keep certain things to yourself. And now when you know that that there will be some kind of conflict, but you will kind of come on top with this. But now when you know it, now you will be able to control the situation much better. You see, there is a certain conflict that is going to be connected to your work that is just going to make you indecisive about certain things. But however, it's going to be great because you're going to come on top, and there is certain realization going to come through that you will actually have. But it's the most likely about somebody and about how people can change and how people can react differently in a different situation. A new lesson to be learned here as well. Okay, and those of you, oh my god, this month is just, oh my god, so much happening. Those of you that are in relationship, okay, those of you that are in relationship, there is some really big problem going to come through. My goodness. Now, I'm not saying you're going to split up. I'm not saying that this is going to end, but listen to me very carefully. If you are in relationship and you are happy and you both love each other and you have a problem, massive problem, and like, for example, you haven't seen each other lately or something like that, if you've got a big problems and you want to work on it, then this big problem, the big problem, is going to come to a big judgment is going to happen. You see, you are going to work on that particular problem, and then that is going to be deep and important and powerful conversation, and that problem will go away. You're going to sort it out, and then your relationship is going to be even more powerful, even more stronger, even more better. Okay, but if you are in a relationship that is really bad, if you are in a relationship that is not working anymore, and you are both aware of it, if you're in a relationship it doesn't work anymore, you don't love each other anymore, and you just ended up dragging each other's energies and making each other so unhappy, then perhaps the certain things are going to come to an end. So, perhaps there is going to be the conversation, and then there is going to be the abandonment of this relationship, and then you just let each other basically free. Okay, so this is why I'm saying this is going to be very, very important when it comes to relationship. My goodness. And when it comes to those of you that are actually single, for those Leos that are actually single, you see, I can see you like socializing a lot. I can see you spending lots of time with the friends and family this month, but I don't see you meeting someone special. I don't see you meeting someone significant. I can actually see you socializing with people, like flirting a lot, and I can see you having lots of attention. And I think that you having lots of attention, and I think that people flirting with you, that lots of people are going to sense your beautiful energy, that lots of people are going to sense your sexy energy, lots of people are going to sense your sensuality and things like that. Lots of people are going to sense you and feel you, and lots of people will want you. But I think that May is going to be just perfect, because this is going to be absolutely perfect energy for you to do, to have. This is going to go through. You will just really enjoy this, because you're going to be bursting with energy, you're going to be bursting with sexiness, you're going to be bursting with power, and that is just going to have a direct impact on your self-esteem and direct impact on your confidence, and it's going to make you feel alive, and you're going to absolutely love it. Sometimes we just need a little bit of that. Sometimes we just need a little bit of flirting. Sometimes we just need a little bit of fun. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, Leos, my gorgeous people. I love you to bits. Mwah. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Don't forget to share me on social networks, and also don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.